I want to post more wholesome-esque content, just hopefully the YouTube algorithm likes it, because a lot of times it be striking my wholesome videos down. But I found a series of really fun and wholesome art-related posts to share with you guys, so hopefully you enjoy it. And the very first one is packaging art that went super viral, but not for what you think. So this is the original post that went really viral. It's a photograph of some drawing pencils in an art shop called Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has really cheap yarn every other week, so that's where I get a lot of my yarn from. Editing cat coming in here. My camera died for a little minute here, so please bear with me as I look like this, haha. And they just posted with a caption that says question mark, question mark. And that is because if you look at the photo of the drawing pencils, it's from the brand Generals since 1989. Oh, but like, what is the image on the packaging? Oh, look at this! The drawing is so cute. But of course, if we're being objective, right, this is not you would often see from other pencil brands where they showcase artwork, because this art piece is definitely like intermediate art piece, whereas you can see right next to it, you know, a lot of the other packagings for art pencils and art materials, they tend to use like a professional artist and put their art piece on instead. You almost never see beginner or intermediate artwork used as the art piece in advertisements. And people in the comments love it. Somebody says a kid probably wanted contest. Another person says better than the ones that use AI on their packaging. And other people are saying that's actually really cute. And other people are saying things like, honestly, love this. Realistic skill level has soul and effort, and it looks cute. So much better than the pencil packaging that's drawn by some crazy professional whose skill you'll never reach. Then you feel bad when your art doesn't turn out like theirs. People on the side noted that the artist was also credited as somebody named Carly Breslin. And another user had quote retweeted this original post, writing, showing that beginner and intermediate artists are openly celebrated by your products is incredible and immediately creates brand loyalty for artists. And they added, made domestically too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some pencils today, boys. And another person adds, did some digging and the artist is an OG weeaboo that has done comic work, graphic design, and Lolita fashion work since the 1990s. Plus, she made a few of those early how to draw manga books. An icon. And other people are adding that today she goes by the name Carly Liano. I tried finding some information about the artist. It looks like under this website, Comic Art Fans, there is this zombie art piece that is attributed to them because this piece is credited to somebody named Carly Liano and also credited to somebody called Carly Breslin. So maybe it's the same person, like maiden name versus married name or something like that. But that's super cute. And if you go to Hobby Lobby's website, you can see this is another variation of the drawing pencils with the same art piece made by Carly in the bottom corner. That is so cute. And that is just so wholesome. I love this. And actually what's really cute is there's a backside too. So if you look at the backside here, there's a little tutorial, express yourself through drawing. We can see it gives you a little tutorial on how to make this art piece. Sketching 6B, sketch out the basic layer of the character with a sketching pencil. Then you fill it in using a 3B pencil to draw on the details. You outline it using the HB pencil and you shade it using 5B so that you too can make this art piece. That is really cute. And another one in the world of wholesome art, we have this art piece posted on Twitter by user Philadelphia Flyers. Come hungry for a W, come hungry for dollar dogs. So it's promo for some dollar hot dogs, and it features their mascot Gritty grilling up some hot dogs on a grill with a gigantic stack of hot dogs behind him. And people were saying, oh, so cute. Love the dollar hot dog. So excited for this. But then there were some people in the comments calling this AI, saying things like, I feel like Gritty would smash a cake in your face for posting this AI slop. But don't jump the gun, guys, because Philadelphia Flyers dropped a speed paint. And they write, the haters will say it's AI. And they write in parentheses, it wasn't. And we have an entire full-on speed paint where you can see the art piece of Gritty grilling the hot dogs. We've got some sketches of a giant stack of hot dogs in the back, the fur being drawn in, and then the hot dogs being drawn in to fit the mound. And look, we can see all the adjustments. They changed it. Originally it was grilling, and then they had Gritty holding the hot dog instead, and then looking at the hot dog. And it starts with a cute little pencil sketch too. This most definitely is hand-drawn. This is not an AI fake speed paint or anything like that. And people in the comments are saying based. Hell yeah, love promoting actual art. And you know what's crazy? And this is again what I'm going to show, like the beauty of human-made art, because the original post promoting the dollar hot dog deal got 946 likes and 367,000 views. But the views came afterwards, most definitely. That speed paint post, yeah, 6.6 thousand likes to celebrate real artwork, which is so cool. People were asking who the artist was. This is the artist in question. Shannon Core, their Instagram is the Core Creative. This is the original art post in question, where they write, putting the rumors to rest, can confirm Philadelphia Flyers has a full-fledged anti-AI in-house creative team, and I'm proud to be part of it. This graphic took them 30 hours to ideate, illustrate, and edit. So here's their sketchbook, where you can see, here's the sketches, different variations, them grilling, gritty sitting, standing, the different variations, and then the official speed paint. That is so stinking cool. Just wanted to share this because this is a sign real art always wins. And finally, I just want to highlight a trend that kicked off in the art space because this is so silly. This is a post made by Mitch, oh gosh, Louis? I am so sorry. Where Mitch writes, stop drawing flat. And they write a no to like flat muzzles, spikes, flat arms, whatever. And instead, a yes to drawing 3D. And Mitch adds, use construction to build your characters. And understand basic anatomy of animals. You know, we have some tutorials, some simplifications of the skeletal styles. I just want to add, I obviously understand Mitch's intention here. If you have a flat cartoony art style and you like that, more power to you. That's great. But if you are dissatisfied with how it looks like and you're wondering how to elevate your artwork to a more realistic style, well, this is what Mitch is telling you to do. I'm just pointing this out because in the past, there's been controversies when it comes to art tutorials. That's like, don't do this, don't do that. Obviously, do whatever makes you happy. But if your art looks like this and you want it to look more rounded, well, do that instead. But it is just so funny because this has gone viral. 13 million views because people are quote retweeting it to the absolute high heavens. Here we have Kenzie writing, okay, thanks. No flat character, 3D. Yes. Muzzle. They took Doraemon and made Doraemon this furry guy. Sonic got changed. Pal World hopped in on this, turned their pals, gave them a little muzzle, made them real furry. Terrymon. Somebody took the nose and made it into a character, and this character looks really cute. So many Sonics got redrawn in this, but I have to add my personal favorite, Cult of the Lamb, strikes again with another really funny redraw. And then they add, in the meme, everyone disliked that. I'm just saying, whomever Cult of the Lamb's creative social media team, give them a raise. This is mad funny. I've loved their recent art social posts. And actually, there's a little bit of an update to the situation. It's a new day, I know. Mitch actually put out a post writing, 2 styles, 2 approaches, both valid. Pick what fits your goal. And one is highlighting the more flat approach. The other one is highlighting the more 3D rounder approach. And in the post, Mitch kind of goes a little bit more into this, you know, highlighting simple lines versus simple plus complex lines to add a little bit more dimension. And people in the comments were saying, I followed you on YouTube, but the people were being so mean. And some of your tips helped me learn how to draw and have a better understanding of shapes. Anyways, Mitch, you're so cool. And Mitch says, thanks and no problem, I'm okay. And another person said, many people were being way too mean with you. I admire how you were able to still improve from the criticism without crashing out. I think I would have crashed out a little. And Mitch says, thanks, I really appreciate that. Just try to learn from it and keep improving. I think that's the thing at the end of the day, right? These art tutorials where they're like, don't do this, don't do that. I think we can all take it with a grain of salt and acknowledge, hey man, the artist probably means if you want your art to look more dimensional, do it this way. I don't think anybody who makes these tutorials is like, yeah, drawing it flat means that you're like a horrible artist, blah, 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 blah. If you like drawing it the flat way, do whatever you want, man, right? Like, do what makes you happy at the end of the day. But if you draw that way and you're like, I do want my art to look more dimensional, rounded, this is an approach you could try to get this end result. I don't know. That's at least the way I interpreted it. And there was another scenario that I've talked about in the past about an art tutorial about mermaid tails that completely broke the internet because the artist was like, don't draw it like this. And it's like, and everyone was like, well, what if I like drawing mermaid tails like that? Then draw it like that. More power to you. Hopefully you guys like this post. I like these little silly pieces to show you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. I had 21 sores in my mouth. So there's been a period between the first batch of videos with red hair and now where I didn't record anything because my mouth was hurting and dying. I got some medication. The sores are slowly going away. I have a big one on the inside behind my teeth here, but the rest of them are kind of gone now. So just got one left. Hey,